Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ezekiel Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Leon Jacob.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Across midfield inside the 45. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they'll
takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Taylor. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The give to Taylor. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another Cowboys.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run with Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 24-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry by Elliott. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Taylor. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Play action now. Bridgewater going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. red zone now. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And some room to run now. And he's into the clear. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Side complete. It's Elliott. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. 10th carry down for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. And now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. It's taken on the 25, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, it's Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Going for the deep ball.
side, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Beware.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Third and long for Bridgewater. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with Taylor.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
And 3.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And for the moment, this will be a 1st down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I had no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Bridgewater. Going deep for Hopkins. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His way inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And nothing but daylight ahead. That's one down.
Explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The give to Taylor, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation. They run with Taylor. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well. They got the job done in fine style.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Credit that breakup to Grady Williams.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jonathan Taylor, 57 yards. And the Cowboys add on.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Fielded in the end zone.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Bridgewater. The left side completion to Jones. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, Even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah, yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just gotta say, like I run up in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the hole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys can't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.